Good evening, everybody. It is Monday night. It is that time of the week again. It's the four horsemen of the Toon. God knows what's going to happen. Well, let's get going. This is the Toon review. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Four Horsemen of the Toon with myself, Paul. We've got Peter, we got John, and we got Baz.
Don't stop laughing at John.
Yeah, if you may notice that John looks a bit different tonight because he's had an allergic reaction to something. And
Botox.
Barry thinks he's had Botox, but I'm not sure what's going on with John tonight, guys. But he's clearly not feeling...
I'm here, which is good.
He actually looks like he's Chinese tonight, so I
was going to say, do you ever watch South Park?
Yes.
Yes.
And they got a Chinese guy, and that's what he looks like.
But at least I'm great, so
yeah, exactly. So he's still going.
If you give him a stick, he'd be Stevie Wonder.
Oh my God. Oh dear God! Oh my God! Anyway, good evening, chaps. Man. How are we all tonight? Apart from John, I know you're suffering.
I feel a hell of a lot better after seeing John.
Oh God, it's too hot. It's too hot to shoot a laugh like this. My glasses are steaming up already. Oh Jesus Christ! Anyway, chaps, let's try and talk a bit of football before we get going. You know, Peter, the result, positive one at Anfield, obviously 1-1. Brilliant to score when we did. We were ruled out for VAR, of course, with that stupid handball rule, which is changing next season. All in all, what did you think of the match?
Well, I'm delighted we got that point. Performance-wise, not brilliant. I must say, I thought Liverpool should have more than one, though, I must say. Yeah. But I think we capitalised on some... Liverpool missing a lot of chances. I thought the defence was very open and possibly could have won that if they give Callum Wilson's goal. Stupid VAR.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Pete, if Callum Wilson's goal had stood, there wouldn't have been time for the second goal because the time got added on because of the VAR. So I'm quite happy we got away with the result. The performance was dross. I mean, we could have lost about... I mean, I totaled up about 14 chances Liverpool should have actually scored. Baz, what did you think of it? I haven't had a chance to see what you thought of the game yet. I mean, with you being at work and everything, and what did you think?
Yeah, I was asleep. I woke up at half time, checked the score, 1-0, went, going back to sleep.
Yeah.
I watched the highlights and what I've heard from my mates who have watched it, saying Liverpool should have been about 5-0 up at half time. You don't take your chances, and this is what happens in a football game. You know, we play for 96 minutes and we nicked one at the end again. Yeah. And again, VAR, what a joke, but you are right. There's no way that we would have got a second goal. But you know, there was some clear-cut chances in that game for as well. I thought Joelinton should have done a lot better, and I thought Sean Longstaff's effort as well was very unlucky. So it should have been a different story. Yeah, both of them were, weren't they?
Oh God, we've got somebody going again tonight.
We've got the washing machine again.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, off to our boxing correspondent, Frank Bruno. What did you think of the game, Frank?
I think Barry.
He even had the mannerisms as well, though, didn't he?
I think there's some boxing gloves running.
I don't think we can do a show tonight. I really don't.
Oh God! Oh my God! Honestly, John, what did you think of the game, buddy?
I'll be guys. So the first half was absolutely again shambolic. And so long should have that chance he should have put on away.
Yeah.
But the second half, I mean, if you don't take your chances, you're not going to win the games. We punished Liverpool for the missed chances there, but I still think Callum's goal should have stood, but it got VAR'd and it just got denied. But very next minute, thank God for my guy, Joe Willock. He's definitely my guy, and got that goal. I love the guy, and all goals he's just come on loan. You can't really ask more for that. I said before, this player is identical to Aaron Ramsey-esque, Lampard-esque, with his finishing. But I hope, Paul, we keep this guy on next season. Keep on just sign him for £22 million, and everyone will be happy. I'll get rid of the wasters at the club to make the money up and get Joe in.
A quick one on Joe Willock, because I've said it a lot on Twitter. We haven't seen him for 90 minutes yet. Yes, he looked great when he's come on for those few minutes, but I want to see 90 minutes performance. I want to see what he's like in a game, because we can't get too excited with him yet because we haven't seen that. So
no, you're right.
Class though for what he's done. I
think if he gets a good run in the team, I think maybe the 90 minutes will come. After a good run in the side, which he's yet to have. To be fair, he's played a couple of 90 minutes, but he hasn't really had that good run in the side. John, are you in a restaurant tonight?
No, just in the spare room. Okay. Spare third room.
No bother. Steve Friggin, Bruce Cabbagehead, Blobfish, Apple Pie, and Idiot is up for Manager of the Month. I never thought we'd ever say that, but he actually is, which, and I've always said, give credit where credit's due. You have to, if this was Rafa getting these kind of results, and the performances weren't great, let's face it, we would have been saying something else. But credit to him, and it's good to see Newcastle, something positive anyway from Newcastle for once. Barry, I do want to ask you about one player who has really disappointed me lately, and I think you know who I'm going to say here.
There's quite a few.
Mr. Almiron.
Yes.
I mean, how long do we keep saying, well, he runs around well, he does, he tracks back and stuff like that. How long do we give him? Because he's just not doing anything up front, is he? And it's a shame. Don't get me wrong, because, I like Miggy just as much as everybody else. But when do we start saying, where is the end product from Miggy coming from? Because he was dreadful on Saturday.
He was been dreadful for a couple of games. And I've seen a lot on Twitter of saying they need to get him out of the team. Maybe drop him for Willock, but we can't because they're playing against Arsenal next. So I still think he's been played in the wrong position, and I think that's the downfall. The formation's not quite suited to him. He's doing a lot more tracking back than what he should be doing. If he had the ball in the final third more often, we might see the best of him. It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because the formation works for the team, but it doesn't work for him. So I'm on the fence for that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see how Miggy performs in a 4-2-3-1. I really would, because I genuinely think he'd be told to stay forward if that's the case. Yeah. I don't know what Bruce is actually telling him, to be fair, because he seems to be all over the pitch. He doesn't seem to have a set position. He's just all over. And Peter, I know you pointed it out in your review of the game that you thought he was poor as well. Me and John said in the watch along he was poor. And John's now taking his cap off. He is the spitting double of Frank Bruno tonight. There is no doubt about it.
But Peter,
he has. Not me. Anyway, Peter, what's your view on Miggy?
Well, he has been way underperforming the past few games, hasn't he? Maybe it's a tough one, because you like him for his pace to burst forward. That's the thing. Or maybe they should try and work with something with him in training, possibly, whether we'll do that or not. Yeah. To try and make sure we get to see the Miggy that we have been seeing.
He just seems to panic when he's on the ball now, Miggy.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's very sort of, I don't know what the word is. I mean, it's disappointing, because we know there's a better player than that in there. But at the minute, he's just not showing up. Now, whether he needs taken out for a while, who knows? Andy, good evening to you. He says, good evening, disgusting Monday night gang. You all want to talk, Andy, the comments that you've been throwing in.
Oh my God.
Absolutely shocking.
I can't believe you'd never heard that one before.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that 10 years ago from him.
Liam is asking, are you confident against Arsenal? I am, as by far the worst Arsenal team I've seen. John, We know Arsenal have got a game in the Europa League this week. They were very, very poor on Friday against Everton. Absolutely dreadful, actually. Do you think we've got a chance against Arsenal now?
We got a very good chance against Arsenal. I agree. This is the worst Arsenal team I've seen in years. Let's be real about it. I mean, they've lost 6 home games this season. They're breaking records all the time. And I speak to a lot of Arsenal fans, as you well know. And basically, not being funny, but they're just not playing well enough at all. I mean, Aubameyang's not doing it. Laxett's out injured. Saka has been disappointed for me. I thought their back four ain't great. I mean, Hecky B. I mean, I hope he plays on Sunday, Hecky B, because I think he's a weak link back forward.
I do as well. Bellerin, I think he's
he holds the records this season for the amount of foul throws as well. John, it's fair to say that the comments are coming in and you're getting absolutely mullered, mate.
No.
Paul says, haha, John, laughing my fucking arse off. Kevin says, John looks like Patrick Kluivert.
Yeah.
Andrew says that it's Monday and we all know what that means.
Yes.
Billy says it's nice to see Joe Frazier and the Four Horsemen. Anthony says John Bean's tangoed.
Yeah.
Joel says Joelinton seen eating sausage at John's. No one knows what kind, but as John says, it's mine. So white teeth for Joel tonight. Oh, no. Evening, lads. Need this after my first day at work in over 4 months. John's had a wee facelift, so Joelinton doesn't leave him for a younger model. That's a good point. Yeah. Kevin says, evening, everyone. Billy then says, Chris Eubank and the new Horsemen.
Yeah.
Warren says, great result against Liverpool. Could be his historical win if Wilson's goal had stood. Think that's us safe now. What a difference a month makes. Are we safe, Baz?
Yes, 100%.
And that is confidence for more categorically than that. Yeah, I agree, actually. I can't see us being caught now. But Peter, are we safe?
Yeah, I think it's looking more towards safety now, I think. Can you see Fulham really catching one now? No.
The Fulham have got to win 5 games, haven't they? And there's no way.
No way. They're not going to do that. And their confidence is shot completely at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Steve says, well done on getting Tiger Woods on the show. Jesus Christ. Andrew says, hey guys, what a result against the Scousers. Bruce for life. Piss off, Andrew. You're a Rangers fan, right? I'm not having it. People have been messaging me on Twitter saying, are you changing your mind on Bruce? No, I'm bloody not. Away, man. The football's absolutely terrible. David says, fuck off, man. John, I'm already creased. Truls says, hope you're good, John. So he's looking after your welfare there, John.
Thank you very much.
Kevin says, Paul, has John had an allergic reaction to Joelinton's love cream? Wow, policy winning at Leicester. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You look like having a drink then.
Dave is bringing the sort of sensible thing back to this show, saying, seriously, John, I hope you're better very soon. Take care. Dave is a smashing bloke. He really is. I hold him very dear. He's good man, Dave is. Liam says, I thought we should have won despite the poor performance. Come on. Oh, my God. What's this? How did they hit him up the Green Mile? Oh, that is superb. It is. John Coffey.
That's from Andy. He literally messaged saying, how did you manage to get him on?
God almighty.
My name's John Coffey. Jules says, suddenly John looks 80. Wow, John. Andrew says, is it true? Yeah, I know. Andrew says, is it true the takeover is going ahead now? Do you know? I've been told by a very, very good source that there will be something said later on this week. Keep an eye probably on Liam Kennedy's Twitter page. That's all I'm saying. And just keep an eye on that, and hopefully we'll hear something. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's probably Liam Kennedy who's going to sort of put out something. So we'll wait and see. Liam says, I turned it off when Wilson's goal got disallowed. I think everybody wanted to, really. I mean,
I could have smashed my computer up.
I mean, it's just a good job, this handball rule. I mean, it's getting smashed at the end of the season, but Jesus Christ.
I mean, like, would you give a penalty for that? No, you wouldn't.
It didn't happen, did it? Man United, didn't it? Chris, was it Shaw? Took one in the exact same place in the arm?
Yeah, he did.
And they didn't give a penalty? So that just gives you your answer there.
Mind you, Baz, I'd love to see what VAR would do that if it was at the other end, though, and it was Man United appealing for the penalty. But we did get one at Spurs, remember, before they changed that penalty rule. Which, we've got that to be thankful for. Evening, lads and lasses. Hope you're well, buddy. Truth Teller says Nuno is a top manager. Wolves are in transition, but the performance was disastrous. I couldn't believe that. 4-0.
I couldn't believe Wolves were all over the place.
Oh, God. But it just proves, Wolves have been hammered for not going and giving it. Burnley this season not giving it a go too much. But it just proves if you do go and give it a go, things might just happen. Senshi says, Jamon, love us some away points any day. Damn right. James says, wasn't expecting Chris Eubank on the stream tonight, lads. Any chance of a rematch against Nigel Benn? Oh, dear God. Andrew says, is our performances down to Richie and Longstaff being added, or is it a change of formation? Also, do you guys think Southampton will go down? No, I think the bottom three will go down as is. Southampton are very poor at the minute, but I can't see them getting dragged into it. Baz, I mean, performances, Richie and Longstaff, have they made a difference?
Oh, massively. I think Richie's made the biggest difference. Without a doubt. His leadership, his desire, his hunger, the way he celebrates before the ball hits the back of the net, it's brilliant. It's just infectious, isn't it? Yeah. Longstaff hasn't played too well in some of the games, but you can see the hunger and desire from him, can't you? Which makes a big difference. And you've got to feel sorry for him playing alongside Shelvey because he's got no legs. So
that fucking back pass, by the way. I mean, Jesus, Christ. I mean, John, you were going ballistic on Saturday when that happened, which has probably brought on your raised blood pressure and puffed eyes. So, I mean, it was terrible, wasn't it, really, from Shelvey? It was just laziness, pure laziness.
Tell you what it is like, Paul. I mean, when I watched that back, I thought, my God, I was absolutely foaming. And not only that, another second later, Manny never got to the end of it. If Darlow went, Mac went over the other end and he did that kick, Manny would have got back in the net. But you're right. It's not the first time that has happened to you now. It's been played back about 3 or 4 times this season. We're in a good position and we hit it back to our keeper. Why? Have a go. I mean, it's a long ball from our half. Why not have a flip ball in that flipping box? Obviously, mate, I tell you what, if that had gone in, then Shelvey would have got absolutely slaughtered for that.
Well, you saw Dubravka's face, didn't you? He was just absolutely stunned. He thought, what the hell is going on here? But, David says, UFC 261 wasn't a great for John, I take it. Andrew says, Willock is class, but he needs to bulk up a bit. He's going to be targeted and looks a bit small, to be honest, but we need to sign him ASAP. I mean...
Love it.
Yeah, Pete, we need to get him in now.
Knock him down, build him up.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we do need to get him sort of an agreement in principle now, don't we, before really other clubs come sniffing.
Absolutely, yes. Pay the money. I think the kid's very talented. I think he's got a bright future ahead, and I would love this lad permanently, because if he goes back to Arsenal, he'll not get another game for them.
Yeah,
he'll be left to rot in there. So I would say pay the money, and we can guarantee him games on that football pitch.
Yeah.
100%.
Steve Bruce says he's the type of player we can build a team around, so go and freaking do it. You know what I mean? Don't just talk about it. Liam says, I noticed you got a Darlington shirt on, Paul. I have indeed. The Quakers, one of my non-league sides that I follow. Kevin says, here, hopefully Arsenal are skint and they'd want rid. Exactly, Bazza. We need to see some more of Willock on the pitch. Andy says, John, you still come across very well despite the £60 bag of weed you've just swallowed. Jesus. Honestly, Eddie, God. Liam says, I said on Twitter, Bruce should get manager of the month. still want him out, though. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, it's nice to see about a bit of positivity for the team. You know what I mean? It makes a big difference. David says, looking like that, I'm not surprised you're in the spare room, John. Judy says, did you know Joelinton can identify the breed of dog by drinking its piss off a lamppost? Twice identified a Labrador, Alsatian, and Talisa from N-Dubs. Wow,
Judy!
Wow, Judy, straight in there. No questions.
Judy Chippers Judy.
I know, yeah. Oh, they're the same person. Liam says, I think Almiron will go to the La Liga in the summer.
Potential.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to think, is the Premier League just a bit too fast for him, or too I don't know. Is he the same kind of thing that's happened to Cabela, to Tovan? You know, these kind of players that found it a bit difficult and have gone elsewhere and just fantastic.
Or is it not just because he hasn't got Rafa there and he's not been played in the right place and he's now sick and tired and wants to go?
Well,
potentially.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. He didn't really smile a lot the other day, which is strange for him. Billy says, did John get a bit of Joelinton in his eye? And this is my team against Arsenal, and hear me out. Obviously, he's putting that in another comment, but I dread to think what he's going to come up with.
The list.
Tom says, John got a sweat on after an evening run with Joelinton to Blythe Butchers to get a big saucy Brazilian sausage. Trulls is asking if you've been to the hospital, John.
I went in yesterday and they give us this antihistamine tablet, and they gave us a box as well. So I've been told to take it for a couple more days. But listen, I'm not going to be desponding with myself, you know what I mean? It'll go away, it's go down, and I'll be back to my usual self in a couple more days' time on myself. But like I said, I'm still me. I'm still chatty. I'm still
every time you say "know what I mean," it just makes me laugh. I expect Mike Tyson to walk in the room and punch your face. Anyway, by the way, the hospital did offer John some antihistamine cream, but he said he'd already had that from Joelinton's Love Drunk. Sorry, mate, I had to get that in. Luke said Rafa would be able to get the best out of Miggy. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Kevin says Miggy is like Forrest Gump, run, but again, I think it's down to Bruce. What does he actually tell the lad to do? And Barry, that's a good point, isn't it? I mean, what does Bruce actually want from Miggy? Because, like I said earlier, he just seems to be all over the pitch and not really thinking he's got a proper position.
Yeah, it reminds me of what Grealish said about his training: throw the ball and run around, lads, and have a good game. That sounds like his tactics, doesn't it? And I've got one for John as well. Do you remember the cum bubbles joke?
Well, Peter does, because he spat his drink everywhere.
Exactly. So I think John's been down there and he's spat a few cum bubbles out of his bum hole and he's got
No! You can't be saying that. You can't say that as a presenter, Barry. That's for the watchers to put things like that in.
Yeah, but no one was going to think of that. So,
I'm deeply disturbed that you did.
Wow!
Honestly.
Wow! Jesus!
Wow! Judy's back again.
Rumors I wasn't taking a drink.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No, I said no. I'm not going to be spitting any drink. This caravan is being kept clean and tidy.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the right comment while Peter takes a drink to read one out. Judy says rumors are that Steve Bruce likes to receive a honey enema, then stick a dragon vibrator up his ass, pretending his rectum is an angry beehive. Judy, you come out with some classics. Honestly, it's too hot with these lights, man. I'm absolutely melting here already. And we're only bloody 24 minutes in. Andrew says this is his team for Arsenal. Darlow, Murphy, Lewis Fernandez. I don't know, because Andrew thinks differently to the rest of the human race. Darlow, Murphy, Lewis Fernandez, Clark Dummett, Shelby, Hendrick, Richie, Carroll.
What?
Get lost, will you, Andrew?
Yeah, man.
Miggy's
get
the best
away with about 8 or 9 out of 11 there, but no.
I'm not even going for that, mate. Miggy's the best NUFC player. Come on, lads. He was up against Fabinho. What? Fabinho isn't even a central defender, man. Come on.
No,
I'm going to put you in the sin bin if you keep on going on like this. Like, Truth Teller says, should we sign Fenerbahce as attacking midfielder? Haywood Jablomi. He's fast and good in the air.
I'm surprised he didn't say good on his knees.
Barry, what the hell's come over you tonight? Jesus.
Hot lights.
Yeah. David says, I'm watching you and ice hockey on my PlayStation 4, mate. Turn the ice hockey off. I know I'm an ex-ice hockey player, but this show is far more important, Dave, especially after the crappy comments you came out with on Saturday. Thomas says, evening, everyone. Hope you're well, Thomas.
Evening, Thomas.
Billy says, someone said to me that Joelinton is the worst Brazilian since Stevie Wonder tried to shave his wife's fanny. Oh, God almighty.
Oh, wow.
It's too hot, this room. I'm going to burst. I'll tell you, this needs to stop.
I'll get like an aircon, it's hot in here as well. So
I noticed yourself wiping yourself down, John. I don't know whether that's sweat or something else, but anyway. Tom says, John, you have to get Joelinton to put some Durex Playfield lube. It's a light, smooth pleasure gel on your head to make it nice and shiny again. Oh, Kevin says, John needs some of those £1 cheap sunglasses for a Filey gift shop. I'll see if any Wezzies have got some left. Andrew says, if Southampton go down, would you go for Walker Peters? No, because I think we've got a right back there and Murphy ready to go. I really do think he's going to be a very, very good right back for us.
Right wing back, not a right back.
Listen, filthy gob, we'll come to you in a minute. Peter, what do you think Murphy on Saturday?
I thought he did well. I thought he was driving forward. He was looking to get balls at the box. So
yeah,
the lad has done very well. He certainly has. I'm glad he's been given that chance. What we need to do is give the lad a new contract. Get it sorted, or it'll massively backfire.
Totally agree. Barry?
Yeah, so a right wing back, yes, but not a right back. It all depends on the formation we're playing. So
do you not think he could be coached into? Do you not think he could be coached into that position?
Does he want to be though? I mean,
I think he'll play anywhere if he gets in the team, though, mate.
Potentially, I don't know. I just think a great right wing back, but maybe not a right back. I think we need a proper defender if you're going to play four at the back.
Fair enough.
Personally,
exactly. I mean, everyone's going to have the different opinions on him. I just think he's got all the attributes. He's got pace to get up and down. He can cross the ball.
Yeah.
Just his tackling isn't too bad. His distribution needs to be a bit better, I think, coming out of the defence. But you know that can be coached. But we'll see. John, what's your thoughts on Murphy?
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you guys. I mean, wing back, I think it'd be fine. Right back, not for me. But I agree with you. I think he's kind of coming forward. He can put his crosses in. And since he's come in, I think he's done great. I think he's done okay. I mean, the defending's not the greatest, let's be real about it. But he needs to be coached on that. But give the guy, like PD said, give the guy a new deal. He's out of contract in the season. Southampton wants him. Watford wants him. And we got a time doom. But Newcastle seem to do things slow. They're not very good. They got to sort him out. Fabian, they're all out of contract at the end of the season now. And
we do need to get him signed up.
I've heard the Murphy deal's almost done and dusted. They're just waiting to announce it when safety's.
Well, I've heard that in Shah as well, but obviously we'll have to wait and see. Still no news on Dwight Gale. I really hope he doesn't, but then again, you know. Anyway, Michael says, honestly, couldn't miss John at a night like, could you? And then Tom says, John looks like Demba Ba. Oh dear. Thomas is asking if John is okay. No, he's not, Thomas. He's had a nasty accident with Joelinton's love funnel. He's had a bit of a reaction. Derek says the bottom three are gone. Totally agree with you, Derek. No doubt about it. I don't think they'll get out of it, but I've said that for a while. Billy says, upon the rewatch of last week's show and seeing John's bedroom pick, it became obvious by looking at the wall that Joelinton is as shite at shooting in the bedroom as what he is on the pitch. Oh, dear me. Ross says he's just joined, already hearing this funny as shit. Aha. Good lad. Get yourself subscribed, John. This is it. Sorry, Ross. Are you going to let me finish, John? This isn't your show.
I'm sorry. Sorry, sir.
Anyway, as I was really interrupted before Frank Bruno stuck his oar in again.
We've been knockouts.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much for joining, Ross. I really appreciate it. If you can drop a like and a subscribe, that'll be brilliant. This show's on every Monday as well as other shows. But the other lads, all their links to their channels are down in the description. Go and subscribe to them as well. Fantastic channels, really are. So go and get yourself subscribed. Top men. What's up, Baz? Barry's lost it now. I mean, this John. Sorry, but every time I look at you, I honestly see Frank Bruno, and I can't get it out of my head. I honestly think I'm interviewing a celebrity. It's incredible.
It's like Chris Eubank as well, though. And he's a mix between the both of them.
He's everything,
Frank Bruno
isn't he?
And Chris Eubank, isn't he?
He's just everything. I mean, he looks like a Chinese
John
Frank
Coffey.
Bruno at the minute. He does. He looks like. My name's Frank Bruno. You know, he looks like Frank. He can't. He's got the eyes. Anyway, never mind. Andrew says, "Would you play youngsters against Arsenal if we're safe?" I wouldn't play any youngsters until it's mathematically safe, to be honest. Yep. And then Lee says, "Evening all. Evander, the real deal, is in the house." So Evander Holyfield's with us, ladies and gentlemen. Honest to God. Oh. David says John's wiping his face with Joelinton's special sock. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. A special sock. Judy's back again. Bruce says if fans get any more depressed, he'll make them eat his poo. Then they'll really be down in the dumps. Oh, God, Judy, you can do better.
Oh, man.
Kevin says, was listening in yesterday, John, with Mac Yaguna, mate. God, he talks some shite, but good listening. Hope we beat the Arsenal, then we can give him some shite. Oh. And then, Andrew comes back and says, hope you're okay, John, genuinely. So, yeah. Kevin's asking where Chippers is. Chippers is at work, thank God. So at the minute, he's just standing in the window of Ann Summers as modelling some of their finest lingerie in the window that he does on a night shift. So that's where he is at the minute. Steve says, the Chronicle asked earlier, what is Joelinton's best position? John replied, cowboy. Tom says VAR needs to go next season 100%. John, is it VAR or is it just the officials that are looking at VAR? Should it be maybe ex-players that are in that are looking at it, or would you get somebody independent so referees don't have anything to do with the VAR decisions?
I think VAR's killed the game at the minute. I was all for it, but it's just getting ridiculous, man. But I totally agree. It should be experienced, ex-professionals should be VAR and stuff anyway to do that, to make sure things are correct. Yeah. But hopefully next season, it needs to be modified.
Oh, God.
Oh, brilliant. Just basically, like the goal was going Saturday, it was just chalked off. I mean, if I count next season, that should be a goal. But like I said, you're right. Yeah. I mean, VAR needs to be sorted out. It needs to be clarified. They've got all that time to sort things out. And then hopefully the fans will know. But I still wanted to be the Australian way, though. Communicate with other people.
I'd love to hear what was being said. Anthony said, it's great you've managed to get Mo Farah on tonight just after finishing his marathon. Warren says John looks like Pharrell Williams who sings the happy song. On a serious note, hope he is okay. Get well soon. Archie says, "Good evening, lads. What a point. I think that's us safe." Wow, Archie's talking football.
Jesus, football, yeah.
Yeah, it is, Archie. Yes, it was a good point at the end of the day. We all said a few weeks ago we'd rather have points than performances, so we can't really complain. Yep. You know, the performances aren't there yet, but the points are, and that's what we got to look at. Andrew,
but when you go to Anfield, you don't expect much, do you?
Well, exactly, especially when you're Newcastle United.
Exactly. Can I point out a good stat that we've got this season?
Please do.
We are unbeaten against the Merseysiders. 8 points, 6 points against Everton, 2 points against Liverpool.
That's wow. I wonder when the last time that happened.
No idea.
Go on, Bennett. Andrew says Shearer and Henry first two in the new Hall of Fame Premier League. Do you agree for Henry? Personally, I would have Peter Schmeichel. Thing is, on this thing, right? On this Hall of Fame, you have to remember that it's just the first two. There's going to be plenty more inductees, and everyone's like going. The Man United fans have gone mental because Shearer's in there. I mean, I'm not saying this just because Shearer is Newcastle United or anything like that. He's the leading goal scorer ever in the Premier League with 260 goals, with a phenomenal goal scoring record. When he had so many seasons out through injury as well, it could have been over 300. Now let's not forget that. You know, there is Man United players going to be in there shortly. There's no doubt about it. It is only the first two, so don't get your knickers in the twist, Man United fans. It's just stupid. You're making yourself look like a bunch of arses again. But never mind. You know. I know you're bitter about Shearer not signing for you, but he came to us, not you. Get over it. It was years ago. The time to move on is now. So just chill out.
Shearer tweeted out saying, "Who would you put in next?" And I actually said Peter Schmeichel should be the next one.
I saw that. Yeah. I mean, you look at who's played in the Premier League. I mean, you've got Dennis Bergkamp, outstanding. John Terry, Frank Lampard. Absolute greats of the game. Roy Keane, Steven Gerrard, Patrick Vieira. I mean,
Rooney, Aguero. And the list can go on, can't it?
Yeah, Emmanuel Riviere. All these absolutely fantastic players to grace the Premier League. Liam says Wolves fans have spoken and want Nuno out. I think they're just overreacting this season. I think they should need to give him next season.
They've just had a very poor season.
Yeah.
Kevin says he was one of your best players.
Yeah, well, exactly. I don't think they thought it was going to be a bigger miss than it actually has been. I mean, they are absolutely nothing without him. Kevin says, seriously, John, what happened with your eyes?
It's just hay fever sort of thing. Just a bit of hay fever.
It's not a hay fever reaction.
Yeah, that's not hay fever. That's sperm fever, John boy.
Hey.
But that is the puffed eyes from the man juice bottle. Yep. If Liam Kennedy makes an announcement before the club do, then it cannot be a good announcement. You never know. Just keep your fingers crossed. Thomas says Peter is in a new room, so maybe he might be playing with Kraft. He's not. He's in his caravan. So I'll actually back him up here. He's at the family caravan, so don't get any ideas about Emil Kraft, because
has he not snuck off to the caravan on his own and brought Kraft with him?
Well, who knows? Who knows? I mean, who knows? Who knows, guys? Oh. There you go. Obviously, John can't see at the minute because he's, he's sperm toxicated. But it's a picture of Peter with Kraft, John, just in case you couldn't see there, mate. Beat says, evening, everyone. Luke's asking, where's Chippers? He's at work in Ann Summers' window. David says, I'm playing on my PlayStation for ice hockey and watching the show. Hashtag Frank Bruno.
John, I can't do it. Did you see the way he nodded there? That was...
he even does he just looks like Bruno.
Bruno.
It is. He's even got the deep laugh. He's like, not me. Oh dear. Thomas says, I knew something was wrong with John. With you, John. I didn't want to talk about it. Oh God.
Man.
Good evening, Bella, over in Germany. Hope you're well, sweetie. I'm really sorry for what you've heard on this show so far, but I guess you're watching, so you enjoy what you're watching. It's just, well, what can I say? Billy said, John said to Joelinton, my eyes can hardly open. Joelinton said, if you open your cheeks, I'll make your eyes open. Jesus Christ. Honestly. Kevin says that Shelby back pass was just typical of him. Absolute dog shit. What's your opinion on Shelby, lads? What do you think's going wrong? Peter?
I could go on and on. Lazy, past it, can't be asked anymore. When the end of the season comes, hopefully it's goodbye.
Yeah. Barry, what about you?
There was still a bit of class in the game, though, from him. That ball over the top to Longstaff. There's not many other players in our position who could have done that, but you are right. He's too much of a liability, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Complete. Matthew reckons Bruce will get manager of the month. Bede said during the latest Bush took a trial deep in John's jungle. John was swinging on Joelinton's love length like Tarzan. Where do you people think of these things? Seriously, where do you people think of all this? Honestly. Tom says, John, have you had a hot spicy curry tonight? You look really hot.
The room, I said thing. The room in here is a bit warm. I've got the windows open, but it's just no breeze. But if this carries on, I'm going to get my aircon in here and just plug it in. So,
yeah, well, I'm red hot as well under these lights. I'm sweating like a moose.
Get aircon, man.
I wish I did have aircon. I can honestly see Almiron or ASM going to someone like Arsenal. Would you swap Miggy for Willock? Ooh, I tell you what.
You'd want money as well, though, wouldn't you?
We're getting a lot more out of Willock than we are Miggy, though, aren't we?
I know, but, interesting. I think Miggy would do well at Arsenal.
I've worked out what that noise is.
Go on.
It's Joelinton in John's toilet trying to flush all the condoms away, and they just can't get rid of them. I'm sorry, John. I don't even know why. I don't even know what happened to me there. Just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even know what came over me there, John. I'm sorry, but I just had to say it. Something just forced me to say that. Matthew says next season the Carabao Cup is being re-sponsored and changed to be called the Horse Shit Cup. I don't know. I would rather win it than anybody else, to be honest. Definitely. Luke said, you all tuning into the Hebben Town match next Monday. I definitely am. How are Hebben?
No, they were playing.
It's Bank Holiday Monday next week, isn't it? So they'll probably be playing during the day. I don't know. Joel says his pappy's Sissy on tonight. Oh my God.
The way the jokes are, he was born offside, wasn't he? And some of these jokes are well offside tonight.
Yeah. Tom says Champions League this week. Who do you fancy to win the Champions League? Well, for me, I have a sneaky suspicion Man City are going to win it this year. How about you guys? Take your time, lads. We've got all night. You know what I mean?
I think the thing is, this competition for me is that Real Madrid will always find a way to win this competition. I think I say City, but he's going to say Madrid. I think Real Madrid will win it again.
I think by the sound of things, he's trying to hoover them up now. Never mind flush them away. My God. Jade, good evening. My partner in crime. Hope you're well. Evening, lads. Tuned in for a laugh and not been disappointed. Okay. Just cover your ears for certain things, Jade, and I'll be happy with that. But thanks for watching. If anyone doesn't know, Jade has agreed to become my full-time co-host on the shows that I do on my own. She's had an absolute fantastic response to her coming on the channel. And I couldn't be more proud of her, and I couldn't be more happy that she's decided to join the channel as well. So big up to Jade, and she's going to help me grow the channel as big as it can possibly go, including you fellas, because this show now has over 100 watching again tonight. So it's getting more popular, and I think it's just because of the pure filth. And well, after tonight, everybody will be coming to see what John looks like next week.
And I goes, I'll be fine. Honestly, look, I'm happy. Marlin.
Do you know, if you had a bowler hat and a walking stick, you'd look like a pimp tonight, John. Honestly.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Martin's just put OMG. Yeah, exactly. That basically sums up the show so
Any
far.
comment that?
Yeah. Matthew says 3 more points for us, and that's us safe. Then we can sit back and play for the badge without any pressure on us. Well, I think we've sat back most of the season, to be fair, Matthew. Tom says Barry is chippers. Oh. But basically, you're taking over from chippers tonight, Baz.
Sorry, guys.
Ross has commented, as he put in earlier on, that he was new to the show. He's just put WTF. I think Ross
there's not much football, Ross.
No. I think Ross is slowly finding out that this is probably one of the craziest Newcastle shows on YouTube. There is no doubt about that. Jade says, hi, Andrew. Billy, John said to Joelinton, it looks like I've been battered around the ring. Joelinton said it certainly does. Now turn around and look at me in those eyes. Andy says, cry me a fucking river. Kendo says Barry's in form. Oh, damn right he is. He's shocked me tonight, as Barry. Shocked me. Andrew says, would you take Tavernier back? He's not coming back. He wouldn't leave.
No.
He's not. He's just signed a new deal, I believe, anyway. Martin says Sinclair keeps wiping this.
If we could.
You what?
We'll take it back if we could.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's excelled, but he's one of these players that we let go way too early. Martin says Sinclair keeps wiping the spunk off his face.
Just got a picture of Joelinton hovering above his camera now, going, you're like,
Barry! What has happened to you? Seriously?
Someone's got to fill in for Chippers, haven't they?
Can your wife hear you?
Nah, different room.
There you go. I think you'd be getting a slap across the chops if you could. I bet she's never heard you talk like that before. Obviously, John and Joelinton have talks like that, but you know. Matthew said, "Did you see Joelinton's face when he scored against Spurs? He looks like a massive dickhead." That's a bit harsh. John, I'll let you respond to that, John.
Well, you seem excited, didn't you, when you scored that goal, sort of thing, like, you know, you went like that as well when you scored a goal, and then apparently Steve Bruce didn't like that celebration at all whatsoever because it cost us a goal the very next minute. But me, for one, I just glad he scored that goal because he needed that goal badly. Do you know what I mean? He took it well, good finish. I'm not gonna lie, but I just think we need more from him. But unfortunately, we're not seeing enough from him. I mean, he's been good at St James's, but he's got to do more. He's got to prove himself now between now and the end of the season to show us what a player he is. I want to see more from him. I want to see him put himself in.
Can I translate that for the viewers?
Yeah.
What he really means is...
I tried to think what's coming here.
What he really meant to say was Joelinton has a massive dick, yes.
Oh, God. Seriously. Seriously, Baz, has Chippers been sending you DMs for this show? Honestly, my God. Bloody glasses are steaming up now.
Oh, God.
David says, do you lads think Joelinton was shocking on Saturday? It looked like he was running with John's watch still up his arse after a fisting. Matthew says 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy shit, there's a bucket of shite right beside my bedroom floor. Thanks for the poem, mate. That's really nice. Kevin says, Andrew, you talk shite. Hendrick wouldn't even get a game for fucking Darlow or even Scarborough for that matter. Not even Filey Town. That's you told. Beat said, John, this is getting ridiculous now. Stakeout last week at the hotel in the steam room this week whilst waiting for Joelinton to turn up and slide into his tackle. I know it's like we should have a competition, or shouldn't we? Saying where is John going to broadcast from next? You know, he just doesn't have one station point, does he? I mean, he's like, you know, he's in a steam room, he's in a hotel room. I mean, that Premier Inn last week was just a belter. And he's obviously brought the cleaning lady back with him to shovel up all the old condoms, judging by the noise in the background.
Oh man!
David said, "I thought that John Joe Shelby was man of the match." Shut up, David, or I'm going to put you in the penalty box and all. Oh man, he came out with some absolute tosh on Saturday, saying that we were playing well and everything like that. But
we didn't really play well at all.
Yeah, Judy says Arsenal have been beaten at home more than Ryan Giggs' girlfriend. Wow! That's right on the bone, Judy. Right on the bone.
And his mistress.
I know. I mean, I can't see him getting the Wales job back either. Because there was a picture on Twitter earlier on of this Hall of Fame, and Shearer and Henry in a picture frame kind of thing, and all the other players waiting to get in there. And Giggs was one of them. And I thought, let's just wait and see. Matthew says Sam Allardyce was sat on his seat watching Babe Station on his phone instead of watching the match. Oh, there's a dirt. That's not a good thought at all. Oh, Sam Allardyce. Sorry. Oh God. Did you take
I think we just hit new levels.
Yes, I would definitely take Pereira, 100%.
I think he's a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be going to a bigger team. I think he's destined for bigger things as Pereira. Kendo says, John, you should stop rubbing Colgate in your eyes. In case everybody doesn't know, John has a sponsorship with Colgate for his, which he obviously excels because he uses Colgate and Joelinton juice, which then forms a beautiful white smile. Irfan says, John, the swelling will go down to the disappointment of Big Joe. Murphy for England, says Andrew. No. I don't think anybody else can concentrate. Come to think of it, I'd take Ward Prowse from Southampton. Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Quality pieces.
Why does Dr. Pepper come in bottles? Because his wife left him.
I've heard that one before.
Oh, that is terrible.
Thomas says Joelinton and Bruce have been caught fishing for blobfish. Joelinton let off a huge fart. Bruce fell in. Oh, dear God. Liam says if Bruce goes, I've seen managers like Frank Lampard get mentioned. Would you take him? I would give him a chance. I've said before I would give Lampard a chance.
Yeah.
I think he wants to build somewhere where he can bring a club back up and start fighting for it all. And maybe just have that kind of thing on a CV to bring a club like Newcastle back up to challenging for things would be a hell of a CV for Frank Lampard without a doubt. But it all depends on Ashley, doesn't it? It really does. Warren says best Four Horsemen show I've seen since watching it. I've never laughed this much in ages. And thank you very much. That's mainly down to my good celebrity friend Frank Bruno, who kindly stepped in for John Sinclair tonight on the show. So it's actually a big pleasure having Frank with us tonight. John will be back next week, though. Matthew says, for me, Miggy has done fuck all this season. He can piss off out of the club back to Paraguay, the skinny little runt.
Bit harsh.
Oh, that's harsh.
Wow.
Very, wow. That's harsh. Listen, I will touch on Miggy. Right?
Wait a minute, Peter, have you got a picture with Miggy?
Yes, I do.
There's the answer to his phone.
Well, I agreed to show you only photos, so
yeah, don't worry, Peter. I've got them in a file, mate. Don't worry.
I was so close to doing a video and crossing out all the players that you've either left or been put out on loan who's doing shit. Just
saying that, Baz.
Go on.
So he was obviously dropped after he took that photo. And John, this one's going to really rile John Sinclair up.
Oh!
Look at that. John's looking at that photo.
Well, he can't even speak a word of English at the moment, Joelinton.
Well, you would know that better than anyone, John.
But I'll just quickly, guys, touch on Miggy. Go back to Miggy, saying that last comment. I think he'll go to Spain. I think he'll eventually go to Spain. But I think he's had enough in Premier League football. I think he'll move on. Because if Steve Bruce is there next season, I think he'll go.
Yeah, I do.
It's a shame.
See, I'm actually amazed John could actually talk there because he's just looking at Joelinton's hairy chin there thinking, I love the way that feels on my testicles when he's eating my ass out. I'm sorry.
Paul.
I'm sorry.
Can I just go back to your earlier comment? As someone on the show who's a host should not be making those comments. You should be leaving them to other people. But good one.
Oh, dear God. I mean,
you're going to have to put an 18+ rating on this show tonight.
Well, listen. There is an 18+ thing on the thumbnail, so if people don't like it, they don't watch. But we've got we've now got 111 watching, so it's going up. Archie says Joelinton has bought a balaclava for Steve Bruce. Well, next time Joelinton wakes up in the morning for training, I'm not looking at your face, Bruce. I might shit myself. Beat says, Johnny, you're promoting the new Tango advert, fully orange. You know when you've been tangoed. Honestly.
Even the lighting in the room looks orange as well.
I know. Looks like Blackpool Illuminations down there. That's maybe where he is tonight. You know, you never know whereabouts in the UK John Sinclair is. But this is Frank Bruno anyway, not John Sinclair. Irfan says, yellow card for Baz. Viewers are shocked at such language. We aren't here for the filth. Yeah, right. Okay.
It's got a bit of a smiley face there, though, as well. So
yeah. Joe said, did Joelinton slap a bit too hard with the Brazilian sausage? I can't believe he's just done an impersonation of John's just done an impersonation of Joelinton's sausage whacking his face.
Man. You did.
Somebody please record that and get that up on Twitter because that was amazing.
No.
Tom says, congratulations, Darren Shearer, today on his Hall of Fame award. Yes, we all echo that, Tom, without a shadow of a doubt we do. Andrew says, Shea Given or Martin Dubravka? Shea Given every day of the week.
Shea Given's got to be for me. Oh, he was top quality.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah. Liam says, John doing a Steve Bruce interrupting people. Tom says, John, do you have a sweat on because you've been watching too much Pornhub? Obviously, we're quite behind here with comments, guys, because there's so many coming in. Kevin saying, for fuck's sake, Paul, Chinese Frank Bruno. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. It was just there. I had to say it. You know, it came to me and I had to say it because he does. I mean, honestly, fantastic. I'm half expecting the door behind John to burst open, showing a naked and gagged Joelinton tied to a chair. Luke said, John, have you got a new deal with EA? You really are advertising FIFA 21 by waving it about? Are you waving FIFA 21 about?
Oh, yeah. Got FIFA 21. Yeah. FIFA 21, just
another sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. And you want to see just when he puts FIFA 21 down and his shoulder's still moving, that's because Joelinton's just to the right of him out of shot. I think if Maxi and Wilson start, we will beat Arsenal. I think there's a lot of confidence, Barry. We're going to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, I think we will.
I think we will as well. I think
we will. Yeah, I really do.
I think we'll beat. Yeah, I think we'll beat Arsenal because I think they're going to focus on possibly the Europa League more now because that's their only chance of getting into Europe. No chance of top 6. I think that's the problem. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal are going to rest a few players when they play us because they'll want them for Villarreal.
Yeah, they seem to be prioritising the Europa League. They're playing a lot better in the Europa League as well.
I would like to see ASM up against Hector Bellerin.
I know, yeah.
Yes.
That should be an interesting matchup. Thomas says, John fanning himself because Joelinton just farted under the table.
If he did that, you would see a spray coming onto his face as well.
I don't know where to take this show anymore. I don't. I mean, I really want to take this show on the road when we can. I think hiring a pub room out and having this show live is would just be amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh, hang on, what did Archer say there? After getting appointed Liverpool, Bruce has gone back home, and Joelinton has got him a fanny wash at the end of the season. It's disco fanny. Archer. It's now reached the point of comparing John to just any black guy. It's not.
It's not.
It really isn't, because if you look, I mean, you cannot look at John tonight and tell me he doesn't look like Frank. Even when he does that little pop, do that again, John.
Yeah, man.
When you look.
I just pause and see I'm okay.
Oh, brilliant! And the thing is, you've got to remember, John has been on this show since the start, right? And John knows what this show is like, and he takes it, and he's a top man. And if it wasn't for John, this show wouldn't be such a laugh. I tell you that now, because he is just absolutely brilliant. And every time he laughs like that now, I really genuinely think Bruno is in the room. Irfan thinks, do you think Joe should be a central midfielder? How are the Lasses show a strong argument for? I'm inclined to agree. How are the Lasses? What's that supposed to mean? I really don't know. Are you talking about the NUFC girls team? Joelinton playing in the girls team? I don't think John would like that, but you never know. Billy says, is John after an Optrex deal? You know, I mean, let's face it, he's good at getting these sponsorship deals, isn't he? Because, you know, he had really terrible lighting where really anybody just could see his teeth, right? So it was obvious that Colgate were going to come in. And now he's claiming that he's got eye problems from a allergic reaction to Joelinton's jungle juice. And
he's getting puffy.
Well, that's what happens if the juice gets in your eyes, John. It stings, apparently, you know. So
can we go back about 3 or 4 shows ago? John Kempton mentioned his age quite a lot, didn't he?
Yes.
He was calling out for Botox. He's got his deal.
Yes, there you go. I think it's about time you actually opened up, John, about all these deals you've got on the side through this show. You've got all the sponsorship deals, and it's becoming a little bit unfair, I think, John. Colgate, Optrex, bloody shoe polish for your head, all sorts of stuff.
True, but I think I stick to Colgate. Colgate be a good sponsor.
Luke says, lads, would you like to hear what VAR is saying? Yes, we said that before. We know it goes on in rugby and cricket, things like that, so it would be good to hear what they're saying. JL says, evening, lads. Liam says there's a petition for clubs to be 51% fan-owned, like in the Bundesliga. I don't want to see that. I have to admit, I don't think it would work over here. I just don't. How about you guys?
I would like to see it, but I just, you know, how are the fans going to get 51% of a club that's, you know, for Liverpool fans, 3 billion, the club's been quoted, in Arsenal, 3 billion, Man United, 3 billion. Who's got the money to be able to get 51% fan owned for that? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. David says, after passing out laughing at the crack, luckily the dog woke me licking cheesy what's it powder off my nutsack. I'm okay now. The dog's nearly got it off.
Oh, God.
David, man. Jesus. Matthew says, I had a dream last night. I was at St. James's Park and it tipped upside down and there was meatballs everywhere.
That's a weird dream.
Andrew says, do you think Giggs should be in the Hall of Fame? No, we already said that. No way. Well, I mean, he's innocent until proved guilty in court, isn't he? So, I mean, we just have to wait and see what happens like that. But if he is... Go on, Pete.
29th is the hearing, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah. And I think if he does get found guilty, his world is going to come crumbling down.
Yeah, well.
Troll says, is that Joelinton enjoying the Hoover, John?
He's not coming to my house to Hoover. Let's put it that way.
Are you sure about that?
I don't think he means hoovering your floor, John. I think what he means is when you move your hand off him, the hoover comes on just to keep him going until you put your hand back there.
I get the message.
Anthony says, I hope the Premier League do a Hall of Shame with Titus Bramble being the first inductee. Oh, that would be funny, wouldn't it? A Hall of Shame as well. That would be brilliant. Kevin says, bonus point at Anfield, bonus point against Spurs, 3 points against the Hammers. Shearer top bloke, top striker, top number one, loyal. What could have he won at Man United? Yeah, exactly. Do you think the start of the Hall of Fame inductions are a step toward giving more credibility to the Premier League versus any future Super League? I'm not so sure because I think the Hall of Fame's been going for a while. There's big talk of it anyway. Has John got COVID, says Liam?
No.
He's just been Joelinton.
Jonathan says, hi lads, hope you're all okay. Do you think that we are safe now from the drop? Get better soon, John. Yes, we're all renowned. We are all 100% confident this week that we have actually done it. There is a comment from Judy coming up, which is at least a paragraph, so I'm not sure what it says yet. Forensics have confirmed PJ and Duncan were actually blinded by John unloading his groin cannon on the Casper Biker goal. Cops are baffled at how he is the rate of fire and range of a paintball gun.
Brilliant.
Billy says, see kids, look at John. Always be safe. Wear a pair of goggles when playing with the rusty trombone. Oh my God.
You never know when those cum bubbles are coming, eh?
Oh, will you pack it in with those bubbles, man?
That made me spit.
He's Barry, man.
Oh, no.
Thomas is laughing at the photo with you and Kraft, Peter. Anders, do you think Newcastle and Rangers will play pre-season? If so, which team got best 11? Be honest. Newcastle.
Rangers.
You think Rangers have got a better team than Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh, Barry. I don't know what's happening to you tonight. Are you in Scotland?
Doesn't matter. Still got to do it. Mind you, they did get beaten in the final, didn't they? On penalties.
They got beaten against St Johnson, didn't they? Matthew says, when Toy Story 5 releases, apparently Woody isn't allowed to say there's a snake in my boot anymore. It's getting slightly tweaked to there's a pile of liquid diarrhea in my boot. Oh, God almighty. Kevin says, Man United fans are just jealous. They got a good enough us in Andy Cole, for fuck's sake. How many goals would Shearer have got if he had gone to Man United? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to think. I mean, you know, he was the main man at Newcastle. Would he have been the main man all the time at Man United? I'm not so sure he would.
Ferguson was renowned for that, wasn't he, with his strikers? He went
of course he was.
Out the door, so...
Yeah. Troll says, hit the like button. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying this crazy show tonight, please do smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, and God forbid you like what you see, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And all the other guys' links to their channels are in the description. Please go and subscribe to everybody else. Fantastic channels all around. So thanks for that, Trolls. Kevin says, well said, Peter. So I don't know what that's about because the comments are about 20 minutes behind.
About what I said about Shelby, I think it could have been about. Oh, what's this?
Paul's done it. Oh, Luke's done it. Sorry,
Luke's done it.
Oh, God.
What you asked for? It is on Twitter. He's tagged us all in it.
It was only a matter of time, really, wasn't it?
It was.
Matthew says, has anyone picked up on again? Matty Longstaff had just disappeared into the wilderness. He's in the under 23s map, and you know, Steve Bruce said he was staying there. To be honest, so. I don't think we'll see him again this season, to be fair.
I've heard a rumour that either him or Anderson will be on the bench because Willock can't be.
Yeah, I think it'll be Anderson, mate. I think.
Hey.
Yeah.
1-1.
1-1 in the Premier League game tonight. John is getting hot flushes, says Jonathan. Yes, but there's a reason why he gets hot flushes. Billy says, apparently news just in, John Joe Shelby has just finished the Jarrow March. Yeah, he's so bloody slow. Kendo says, NHS have confirmed antihistamines are for hay fever, not J fever.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. Kevin says, John, you give a tip, turn the fucking eating doon. Billy says Joelinton couldn't toilet with a condom. Well, there's plenty of them going around John's flat, judging by the amount of Hoover noises there is. Can't flush them, can't Hoover them. They're just stuck to everything. John is a good sport, fair play to him. Of course he is. He's an absolute gem, and that's the type of guy John is, you know what I mean? But it is his own fault because he did sort of drop stuff in it a few months ago when he did say it about Joelinton. So, you know, that's the reason he gets hammered every week for it. But you know what it is? John loves doing this show because he joins in with the fun, and that's what it's all about. That's what kind of guy John is. So don't worry about anybody upsetting him because he will not get upset. It's all in the name of fun. And John is just such a good sport. He's such a good sport that he actually dropped out of the show tonight to let Frank Bruno come on. So, you know, that's the kind of guy he is. Irfan says, Talkshite suggested gigs for Hall of Flame next. Read the room, for fuck's sake. Potentially problematic. Yeah, talk sport, talk bollocks, really, don't they? I mean, Christ almighty.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Thomas is complaining of a sore throat through laughing, I gather. So I hope it's through nothing else, Thomas. John's got some good ideas for sore throats, which involves Joelinton, but we'll not go into it. And Andy says, as if John and Joelinton use condoms. Look at the state of his eyes. Brilliant. Kevin says, nah, you're wrong, Paul. Joelinton's trying to get rid of the Durex down the sink in macerator.
Jesus.
Andrew says, would you take Bale next season? Bale's not going to come to Newcastle, Andrew.
No, never in a million years.
Jesus Christ.
This is a takeover.
Yeah. Daniil says, evening. Good evening, Daniil. Hope you're well. Mark says, I love you, Jade. Listen, Mark, you've got to give up, man. You know, she's just not interested. Just leave it. Judy says, Brucey has explained his ghoulish complexion on a lack of vitamin D. Joelinton misheard and said, Gaffer, you can always fit a man's D. How many points do we get in the remaining games, guys? How many points?
I'm going to go for a very ambitious 7.
Wow.
7.
Actually, you know what? I think potentially 9.
7 as well. Possibly.
Beat Arsenal, beat Sheffield United, draw with Fulham.
I think we could beat Fulham, you know. I mean, Fulham may be down by then, but
True.
I agree. It could be between 7 or 9, couldn't it? 7 or 9. We'll go with that. Kendo says, when John was slating the big 6, Joelinton consoled him with his big 13. That's a good one, Kendo. I'll give you that one. Nice.
Beautiful.
Steve says the reason Joelinton is so slow is because of needing to wear a man nappy after being ploughed more than a fallow field by John. Oh, God. Andrew says we'll get 6. We'll beat Arsenal and Man City. Okay. Tom says, evening, Jade. Matthew says, how old were you when you stopped wearing nappies? I think that's more for John, to be fair.
He's still wearing them, isn't he?
Oh my God!
Dear me. Kendall says, is that a Hoover in the background or Joelinton's suction pump?
Oh, Jesus.
Bloody hell. Derek says, John looks like he's been 10 rounds with Tyson, then rubbed down with sandpaper. Irfan says, John used to sound like Joe Pasquale, then Joelinton joined NUFC and tugged so hard in his balls that his voice broke. Holy shit. Matthew says, I think there's a lot of young talent out there in Europe. There's quite a few youngsters who deserve to play at the top level. Have you heard of that player who plays for Dort? He actually hasn't finished yet. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Adam says, happy Marvellous Monday, lads. Would you be open for Steve Bruce staying as manager if we are able to keep up consistent performances regularly and not go back to our usual inconsistent form? No. The football is still dreadful, Adam. It really is dreadful.
And
I mean, do any of you guys think we're playing good football right now?
No chance.
Not at all.
No chance in hell.
What I will say is as well, Paul, I spoke to the other day on me watch along. If he gets a new deal, I think we're done. We're absolutely finished because he's just signed a 3-year contract. But the fact is, if they offer a new deal, I mean, I'm sorry, but that'd be a slap in the face of the fans. Look at Paul Merson, Bobby Savage. I think it might have been Gina said to Bruce, keep us up, walk away. Listen to them. We won't walk away.
John, when you finish talking, will you do us a favour? Every time you finish talking, will you just finish with, you know what I mean? Judy says, Joelinton has subbed to John's channel and has been enjoying his backlog. John says the feeling is mutual. And Joelinton trying to get rid of those condoms again. Jesus, he's trying, John, bless him, he's trying. Matthew says the player is called Please Shite Off. Andy's back. This week it's swollen eyes. Next week he'll have strap marks around his neck with a pool ball in his mouth.
And with a pool cue up his arms.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I really am sorry for how this show has turned out.
You'll be wagging it like a tail. It was a good boy.
Oh, God almighty.
Oh,
man. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Oh, I've hurt my neck.
I can't see for sweat running down my eyes and tears. Oh my God. Tom says John's too hot in the room because he's slapping his blobfish about. Kevin said John Joelinton wasn't given the love sign when he was showing us how big his asshole is after you pumped him. Matthew says Steve Bruce has promised the fans if we win against Arsenal this weekend, he's going to eat his own shit live in the post-match interview. That's just wrong. Tom says, oh God, I have a suspicion that Barry will be banned from this show. Oh, you've got to do a lot to get banned off this show. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I'm tearing up.
Daniil says this is crazy stuff. Welcome to the channel, Daniil. I hope you're enjoying it. Please do subscribe.
I dare you.
Oh God, yeah. Kendo says, Christ, I need an oxygen tank for this stream. I'm laughing so much. Please don't die on us, Kendo. Please don't die on us. Who's more lazy, Shelby or Garfield? Hey, I used to love Garfield when I was a kid. I had loads of Garfield cartoons on video. Trill says it's a preview of where the arms will take place. The ASMR, I gather. You've put ASMR back in front, Trills. Billy says, is John developing photos of Joelinton in a compromising position? Owen says, I hope you get better like John. Oh, everybody wants you to get better though, John, but it just proves you need to put those plastic goggles on next time, son.
Yeah.
With little windscreen wipers on the front for the second time round.
No. Don't drink, Pierre. Don't drink.
No.
I've had a quick start. I'm fine.
Mark says, when John says he wants to see more of Joelinton, he thinks it's now time to hold hands in public. And Matthew said, have you heard of that young player who's making his way through the ranks? He's called I You Fancy a Huge Shite. David says, Paul, you need to put Baz on the transfer list. He's fucking disgusting. This is a clean show. Yeah, coming from David, who's made numerous comments tonight. Andrew says he still thinks West Brom will steal. You've got a problem, Andrew. I swear to God, I don't know what planet you're from.
Definitely not.
Ryan over in Canada.
If they had won, they might have had a chance, but they didn't win, did they? So
Ryan wants to know in Canada, what the fuck is a Cleveland steamer?
Oh, don't Google it.
Does anybody want to explain on this show what a Cleveland steamer is?
No.
There you go. I suggest, Ryan, you Google it, because I'm not even going to explain. But judging by John's eyes, he's probably had one from Joelinton. Matthew says, I'm sure I saw Barry last week doing backflips off a hotel.
Mate, my back.
Jesus Christ. I don't think Barry will be sitting where he is now. Kevin says, just a reminder, it says on my phone, remember to guard your privacy and abide by your own community guidelines. Shit, I'm going to get a knock on my door. Kevin says, what the fuck, we're having a laugh. Exactly. That's what it's all about, Kevin. Matthew says, is that Ryan's? Yes, it's the Canadian kid who wears a purple hoodie sat in the dungeon talking bollocks about the Toon.
I wouldn't say Ryan talks bollocks about the Toon.
He's winding him up, Peter. Don't worry. He was on the fan forum last week with a purple hoodie, and Matthew came on and asked him if he was sitting in his dungeon. So Ryan will be having a good laugh at that, no doubt. Billy said, Joelinton said to John, every time I sneeze, I get a hard on. John said, are you taking anything for that? Joelinton said, yeah, pepper. which explains John's eyes tonight. Oh, God. Daniil says, this is class, great for a Monday night. Thank you very much, Daniil. Archer says, I hope Frank Bruno has got his England mankini ready for the Euros. Billy says, I get it. All the Harvey Price talk last week has inspired John to do a tribute.
Hey.
Oh.
Pete, how did you miss that one?
Oh, Billy, that's terrible. That is shocking. That is terrible. Oh, God. Right, something's happened here. There we go. Ain't we got you lot at the Euros? Fraser on form. I watched Fraser score against England at the Euros. That's just going to happen, isn't it? You can just see that happening. Thomas said, John, you better get a photo of Joelinton with him at the training ground. Why would he want to get a photo of him at the training ground, by the way? He sees him every night, and more than what we do. Archer says, I believe Steve Bruce has got his England mankini ready for the Euros while his wife and Joelinton play ping pong with his ball sack.
That's stretch far enough, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no. Judy says, Basil hanging his shirt on the wall to cover the glory hole to Joelinton's bedroom. Oh, dear me.
Oh, Judy, you're just jealous it's not next door.
Kendo says, lol, that proud lock photo with Joelinton looks like a dogging session with John. Oh, God. Andrew says, Maradona, Pele, or Cristiano?
Pele.
Maradona all day long. Maradona.
That's Cristiano for me, guys. I'm sorry, but...
Maradona's won the World Cup. And
I love Ronaldo. I just think he's absolutely outstanding.
Messi.
Messi. No, not having it. Ronaldo's done it through various leagues. So that's the one that swings it for him. And Messi hasn't really done it in international level either, has he? So
there it is.
Thank you.
Cliche.
Damn right, Barry. Damn right. I've got a book of them right here, man. I'm going to use them. Beat said John was singing Hungry Eyes to Joelinton, then Joelinton exploded through his pants, blinding John in the process.
That's just ruined a great song for me.
Oh, God, I know. Every time you hear that song now, you know, and when all this COVID's over and you're at a function with your partner, right? And that song comes on. And you look at your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, and you just say, you just go to get a hand to go up and dance, and then you remember Bede's comment, and it just makes you want to sit down and say, no, I'm not dancing to this song. I have reasons. Tom says, Joelinton looking for his teddy bear. He was shocked when he seen John giving the teddy bear doggy style in his bathroom. Oh, Which Baggio would fit into the Toon? Well, none of them because they're all finished. Billy says Frank Bruno is known as a Rangers fan in China. They call him Frank Blue Nose. Judy said, just noticed Baz's channel is covered in wind turbine videos. Is that the blowback the tsunami could have come from Joelinton's meat hydrant? Meat hydrant. A meat hydrant. I've never heard it called that before. Jesus Christ, Judy, you're on bang on form tonight, I tell you.
It's more my protection from it to throw it into John's face.
Kevin says ASM would rinse Bella and Peter, then we can go have a go at John's Gooner, mate. Yeah, exactly. Kendo says, giving all the sackings this year, you surprised Arteta is still in a job, and does he have long? I don't know.
I think Arteta's still young and still learning. That's the thing.
Yeah, I do as well.
The thing is, though, my take on Arteta, I spoke to the Arsenal fans as well. I think if he doesn't win the Europa League, then he has the first 10 games of next season to perform. And if he doesn't do it, he could be on.
I think their ownership is really, as well.
Ownership is shocking, but Arsenal wants him gone. He's 39 years old, and they want Arsenal's a big club to manage. It's a huge club. They need some of the experience in there. Rafa's available. They want to try and get Allegri, Simeone as well. You know what I mean? But if he goes, Arteta, then I wouldn't be surprised if Rafa went to Arsenal.
No, Rafa doesn't play the Arsenal way, though, does he?
Nah, it'd be interesting, though. This is how far we are behind with the comments, guys. 26 minutes 9 behind. PM. 9 p.m. only going to get worse now. So, well, it's still, we're way behind with the comments. PD, best Metallica song.
Oh, there's quite a few I love. Master of Puppets. I love Master of Puppets. Ride the Lightning.
There's only one puppet John likes.
I like Blacker off there. Blacker, that's another one of my favorites. And I actually like quite a few songs off the latest album, Hardwired.
There you go. There's your answer, Andrew.
You're setting them up.
Yeah, you know what it is. Just when you said that, Barry, I thought, John gets so far inside of Joelinton, he starts using him like a ventriloquist puppy. A puppet, not a puppy. What am I on about? A puppet, man. I'm going here. This comment next is a cracker, right? It's from Tom, and he says, John looks like Uriah Rennie, former referee. Oh my God!
Don't mention Randy already, and sure on the same length, mate.
And he says, "We love you, Sinclair." Hey, yeah, of course we do. Everybody loves them. Kevin says, "Paul, about this show on the road, I think it would go down a treat in Idols if Idols is still on the show these days. Those were the days DJ called Mad Mick and the totty and cheap beer fucking magic." I remember Idols very well.
I remember Idols. I used to work at Idols in Whitney Bay.
You worked with those barmaids?
Yep.
That explains a lot. The disgusting things you come out with, that explains a lot. Trull says, big shout out to John, great sport. Of course he is. He's absolutely brilliant. Pint of choice, lads. What is this? Bloody mastermind, Andrew. Jesus.
I think they're trying to make it a cleaner show.
Yeah. Andrew's coming in every so often with sensible questions, and it doesn't seem to be working. Luke said, I screen recorded John doing the impression of John getting hit in the face with a Brazilian sausage and put it on Twitter. Yeah, we've seen it. Tom says, John, do you like black pudding?
I can see something horrible coming after this.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Mark says spotted Joelinton in John's ribbed rubber jumper. That's why he's in the orange tonight. Kendall says, did you hear about the new handball rules that Wilson's goal still wouldn't stand unless it was tapped in by another player?
Yes, I have heard that.
Yeah, the whole thing is just absolutely crazy. Andrew says, sexiest woman footballer.
She is, yeah.
Yeah. But have you seen that referee?
Yes.
The female referee. I downloaded a picture of her on my phone. I meant to, just for just for the
might
show.
be watching Paul. Be careful.
Yeah, no, it was just for the show purposes. You know what I mean? Just like, because I was going to put it on here for people to vote, but I haven't uploaded it yet. Anyway, moving on. Billy says Steve Bruce was at the bar with shit running over his shoes. The barman said, "Get yourself in the toilet and clean yourself down, you dirty bastard." Bruce said, "I haven't finished yet." Oh dear. Andrew, anyway, great guys. So I've got to go. Got my up on Wednesday for my pins. Thanks, guys. However, take care, Andrew. I hope the operation goes well, mate. In all fairness, getting your pins out the leg. So I hope it goes all right for you. Joel says Andrew Walters and Jens Lehmann. Joke, obviously. Okay. Kevin Atkinson, Hall of Shame, Bramble, Giggs, and some AJ Mackham shite. And then that geezer from Sheffield United.
Oh God, that's terrible lineup. But the guy from Sheffield United didn't actually do anything. He got acquitted of everything, didn't he?
Chet Evans, wasn't it? Yeah. He got acquitted. Judy Hobbs is a legend, says David. Fan says, "How are the lasses?" Is Kendall, Sav, Sam, and Kate his new show? Oh, it is. Yes. If you haven't checked that out on a Sunday night, go and check it out. They've put their own show together. I watched it. I watched the rerun actually this morning. It's a brilliant new show. So go and subscribe to them as well. Mark is back again. Jade is hot. Will you leave it, man? Seriously.
Yeah.
Honestly. The Geordie View, I believe that's Lawrence, isn't it? Good evening,
yes,
Lawrence.
that's Lawrence, yes.
I hope you're well, mate. Kendo says Judy is on fire. She is. And you're not doing so bad tonight, Kendo, yourself. Kevin says, "Paul, can you invite Judy Hobbs on the Four Horsemen?" Listen,
wow.
I'm not sure this is an appropriate place for a lady, to be honest. But then again, with what Judy's come out with tonight, then God knows.
She's not much of a lady, is she, the way she's coming out with that stuff?
Well, she's replied saying, "Best not I'd get arrested." Oh my God. Paul says Joelinton was pulled off after 60 minutes after the weekend. Was John responsible? Kevin says John loves the banter. Like, yes, he does. He loves the banter. He loves the Monday night because it cheers everybody up on a Monday night. It's the start of the week, but it puts everybody in a good mood for the rest of the week. At least that's what I hope. Oh, look who's joined us. It's Annie. Annie, how did Bristol City get on yesterday? They're on a right rumble down the league, aren't they? I think the new manager bounce with Nigel Pearson has well and truly burst. So Annie, keep predicting Newcastle to lose because every time you do, we get points. So it's starting to turn into a serious positive for us. I'll see you tomorrow night on the fan forum, my friend. David says John Sinclair is fucking brilliant. Respect John, top man and hilarious. Yep, there is only one man who could turn up looking like Frank Bruno. There is really only one man that could do that. Kevin says, Andrew, you don't have to talk shite. Bale, for fuck's sake, why do we want Bale when we've got Joelinton? That's a very good point. Robert says, okay, here's a trivia point of discussion. Wow, a trivia point of discussion on a Monday night, guys. Steve Bruce has not been wearing the NUFC logo clothes on the pitch side for several weeks. They may be black and grey and have the Puma logo on, but don't have our NUFC. I've never noticed that, to be honest.
No, I've never noticed it.
Trull says, Jade has beautiful eyes.
Okay.
She does. Can't go wrong there. Judy says, to help the under-23s with fitness, Joelinton is taking them to John's farm and teaching them how to milk a bull blindfolded.
Oh,
God almighty.
Oh,
no. Lawrence says, despite recent form, Bruce hasn't done enough this season given the players we have. Damn right. Damn right. Trolls says, love this show. It's a great laugh. Thank you, Trolls. Judy's back again. Joking aside, I've subbed to all four of you lads. Please, everyone, do the same. AFTV can barely be bothered to read super chats, and these lads read everything. Well, thank you very much, Judy. Yep, I do try and read as many as we can on the show. All our shows, to be honest, all our, if you watch all our channels, we all read the comments as many as we can. I struggled on a match reaction once when I had over 500 watching, and the chats were coming in like every 0.3 of a second or something. So that's why I brought Jade on board. So when I do the match reactions now, when Jade's talking, I can actually read through the comments as well. So, it's very hard sometimes when there's loads coming in. But thank you very much for that, Judy. Kevin says, not fucking hay fever, it's Joelinton's teabagging fever. Yeah, I was wondering who'd be coming up with a teabagging joke. Derek says, it's nice to get the lead singer from the Lighthouse family on tonight. Jesus Christ almighty.
Chippers has been posting a few of those pictures, Annie, today. So
yeah, he has. Tom says, they say during sex you burn off as many calories as running 8 miles. Who the hell runs 8 miles in 30 seconds? Must be John and Joelinton. Hi, Vicky says, somebody seriously needs to make a compilation of this show. Like, thank you very much. There is YouTube Awards, every year. So it would be great if this show could get nominated, but that's up to you guys out there. I don't know how you vote on
if it did.
Well, we could be in the adult section, Baz.
That's true. Let you
off. Thomas needs an ambulance. Oh, Jesus. Don't die on us, Thomas. Andy says, I can see why Joelinton's attracted to John. I'll be honest, with that T-shirt on, John, I'd sling one up you. It's amazing what a bit of shoe polish, Optrex, and a bit of jungle juice can do for you, really. Lee says, John was playing roleplay with Joelinton and Steve Bruce. John's character was Marcellus, and Joelinton said, bring out a gimp. He was covered in a torrent of muck. Oh, my eyes. Tom said, who'd have thought that the kinkiest show would be the one without chippers? I know, he'd be devastated. He's missed this one. Christ. David says, Billy Trey and Son, you're a lunatic. The air ambulance is on its way to pick me up. There's lots of people needing ambulances tonight, which is a bit concerning. Keith says, love this show. A real good laugh. Thank you, Keith. We're happy to do it. Kendo says, John had goggles on, but didn't realize Joelinton's potent man juice is more caustic than a xenomorph's blood.
Oh, God. Oh, that's awful.
Anyway, on a footballing note, guys, Lawrence says Arteta took the Arsenal job too soon. I don't think he could turn it down, really, when he was offered it. It would have been crazy, too.
I don't think he could have, no.
He's just, what he's doing, right? I think he's just putting out, when he was at Man City, he's just putting out cones for Pep. You know what I mean? So when he took the job at Arsenal, then, he probably didn't know the size of the job he's taken on. But look, I wish him well. I hope he succeeds. But how long has he got at Arsenal? I just don't know. But he's got to win that Europa. He doesn't. He's going under pressure.
Yeah. Kevin says Peter's face keeps freezing while he's laughing. Looks like free frame from Pornhub's money shots.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dear me. Keith says, which song do you like to do a good steamer to? Well, I just go on TikTok when I'm on the toilet. You know what I mean? I'm on there for a good half an hour.
I'm here we go again on my own.
Get in, Barry. That's a good one. That is a good one. Brilliant. John just watches old Frank Bruno fights. Keith says this show is pure filth. I absolutely love it. Thanks, Keith. David Tron says Isabella christening. Isabella Chris. I'm not even going to look that up. I don't.
Isabella, is it not just the sexiest?
Oh no, that could be that could be one of the referees or footballers. We're that far behind, man. PD top 5 metal bands.
Let's see, Metallica, Maiden.
What that? Have I got the right one? That's what Isabella Christening looks like.
All right. Black Sabbath.
She looks like one of that Kardashian bloke, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Well, Rammstein. That's another one who I love as well. And this one I really love as well. And that's Steel Panther.
All right.
What's happening?
What's happening, Barry?
Come on, guys, think about it. Steel Panther.
Oh.
That's Joelinton's nickname for John's rod.
No. To be honest, Steel Panther, they are a very dirty-minded band as well.
Yeah,
there you are.
Yeah. John, that's what we should know you as from now on. You should change your Twitter name to Steel Panther.
Steel Panther. Okay.
Brilliant. David says he likes Lucy Bronze or Steph Horton.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Steph Horton's hot. Yeah.
Horton.
Annie says you need me in your show. Not this one, Annie.
No.
Cab Scow says, fancy our chances versus Arsenal. Not a bit early in the week for football chat, but I'd love it if we beat them. Yes, so would I. And I think we will. I think we're all quite confident this week.
Definitely.
Tom says, John, if you had plenty of money and one dream woman to marry, who would it be?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably. Oh man, there's so many to name.
Come on, John. It's Joelinton.
Yeah.
Joelinton.
Oh my God!
You got to give us time to travel over. Go on. I'll let you know in a second. Go for it.
Who is it, John?
There's so many to name, man.
I think you should marry that lovely Chinese woman.
Definitely a model, but
well, she is. But now you look like that. You should marry that fantastic model, Miss Hu Flung Dung. Annie's getting a bit annoyed saying don't go there. Well, we did. Bristol City. Oh, shit. Jules says you have a great humour, Judy Hobbs. Great laugh. Yes, you certainly do. David said, what channel is it on with Kendall? The name of the channel was read out at the same time, I think, David. So just go on to Kendall Sav or, look on their Twitter profile. The link to the YouTube channel is in there. Andrew Archer says, Steve Bruce asked Joelinton, I have a sore throat. Joelinton turns around, Gaffer, you've been too busy gagging on my pubes. Mark says, Judy on form, get in. Can you imagine when Chippers is back? Now we're going to have Judy and Chippers as well as Kendo and everybody else. And
God,
David and all that. Oh my God. Thomas says, Bruce let off a fart while Joelinton giving him a rusty trombone. Keith says, Judy is brilliant. Paul, when is your 2K Q&A? I'm working on it, mate. I really am. It's just getting the time to do it. But I will do a live show. It'll be live. I'd rather do it live than record it so everybody can come on and just fire questions live, to be honest.
Good luck with keeping that clean.
Well, it will be a clean show. This is the only dirty show that goes on my channel, I can't tell you now. Fan says, the Cleveland Steamer, the act of leaving a shit stain on the ribcage of a woman while receiving penile pleasure from friction between the mammaries.
Oh,
is that the biological saying for a Cleveland Steamer?
I'm not even going to Google it to find out.
Oh my God. Annie says, I'm having my dinner. Don't bring up City, so I throw up the disrespect. No, it's not disrespectful. It's called hard facts, Annie.
That's what you're going to throw up at, and not the rest of the stuff.
Exactly. Derek says, John is a legend.
Yes, he is.
John, please don't do that on camera. That looks even worse, man. What are you doing?
I'm going to go like that. People simps.
He's stretching for later, isn't he?
Oh, Barry. Jesus Christ, man. Judy's back again. Allegedly, John's girth is so formidable, Joelinton has to use the Angel of the North's wings for a tampax to stem the bleeding.
There's a couple of seconds, guys.
Breathe. Oh, God, that's got me. Somebody do some talking, please.
I can't talk. Judy, brilliant one. Keep them coming.
Oh my God. Owen says John should audition for the Marshmallow Man in the next Ghostbusters movie. With the eyes, the puffed up eyes. I don't know where Peter's gone. I think somebody's killed him.
Oh, 2-1 Leicester.
You're right there,
again.
Just read the one on the screen there. John should audition for the Marshmallow Man in the next Ghostbusters movie. Tom says, brilliant show. David says, Paul just had a big crack with Jade. She was under a bridge drinking White Lightning. You know she likes a drink. Yeah, she's getting a bit of a reputation because every time she comes on, she's got wine or beer. It was Budweiser last time, but I don't blame her after watching that match the other day. Luke says, just seeing that Bazza followed me on Twitter. Absolute legend. There you go, Baz. That's Barry and John being called legends tonight. Peter, we'll just get on with it. You know, us mere peasants. Kendo says it's great, the positivity after the last two great results, a draw at Liverpool and Luton beating Bristol City. Irfan says, Peter, where were you on January the 6th? I'm sure you were on the FBI wanted list.
What?
That's a new one. I'm not sure. Billy says, apparently Joelinton's blonde quiff is now a purple rinse, proof that Mrs. Bruce gave him a rainbow kiss. Irfan says, great show, genuinely hilarious. Thank you, mate. Keith says, John likes kissed while making, God almighty, while making love to Joelinton. Luke said, did anybody know that Lazar is a Watford player and so is Rob Elliott?
Yeah, I knew that.
I don't know whether Rob Elliott will be playing next season, to be honest. I don't think he'll be number one. He may still be there, and God knows with Lazar. Joelinton, as you said, Barry, for John's number one man. Judy said, oh God, Peter farted out so many of Joelinton's cum bubbles. Google Street View mistook his house for a malfunctioning car wash.
Judy, you're lucky I've just went to the toilet before.
That is absolutely superb. That is brilliant. That is absolutely superb. A malfunctioning car wash. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
She goes on to say, sorry, Peter, I had to tease everyone.
That's right, Judy.
Julian with lipstick. I don't know what that's about, like.
Oh, God, no idea.
Billy has quiped up the Steel Panther has one eye. Oh God, what's killing? Steve Wilson says, I've heard Bruce is up for being the middle link in a Joelinton and John Human centipede. Oh my God. This is me now, says Paul. If you could marry the mermaid of your dreams, but the top half was a fish, would you still marry her? No.
No.
I wouldn't marry a mermaid anyway.
Fish head?
Yeah.
Well, you would if it was the tail.
Oh, John, what? Seriously, Barry?
Yeah, the top half's the best bit, isn't it?
I can't even believe we're having this bloody discussion, to be honest.
Oh, it happens all the time, these kind of discussions.
Yeah,
I work in a factory, remember?
Really? Tom says, John, you have to buy yourself a mankini and put a photo up.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
That would absolutely top it off. David says, John, you should be I will potato and walk into that. What friends do, not used to walking to. I'm not sure. Mark says it's not a Hoover, it's Linton sucking. Andy says, marry me, Judy.
Those two minds would be really bad together.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Kendo says, Steel Panther, what's your top 5 brands of suction pump?
It's got to be an industrial one to be able to handle it and take it.
Oh, God. I notice how quickly Steel Panther's taken on for John, you know what I mean? It's just like, honestly. Chul says, Judy, you're great. Bede says, brilliant show. Tom says, 2 men broke into a drugstore and stole all the Viagra tablets. The police put out an alert to be on the lookout for the 2 hardened criminals called John and Joelinton. God almighty.
I love it.
John, you should play I Love the Tiger. God, that was I the Tiger. Bruno, you're still walking. And just John running along a beach to Island for the Tiger. Don't you mean Eye of the Tiger? And his boxing gloves. Yes. Thomas says
Eye of John Lennon.
Thomas says all of you are legends. Thank you very much, Thomas. Peter, we got a legend shout, so there you go.
Should have said we're all off our heads.
I know. Keith says PD legend. There you go. Kendo says, what's your views on the new proposed changes to the Champions League? So Kendo's asking a football question, guys. Any thoughts?
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm giving up all hope of talking about football. It's crazy, honestly.
I didn't even know there was some proposed changes to the Champions League, to be fair. Is this after the Super League decided?
No, well, it was at the same time, really. They put more clubs in. Yeah. They're expanding it, and then I think it's going to be a different format next season, but I haven't really read about it yet, so I'm not commenting on it until I've read about it. And he says the slandering...
I'm not interested.
Yeah, exactly. And he says the slandering of my club in the chat of this level is disgraceful, and I should have you reported.
Does he ever want to do a YouTube channel again himself?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, by the way, can I just say that, you're going about this show, Annie. You're the one that got banned. Luke says, Paul and Peter, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll also be legends.
I've just followed you back, Luke.
Right, well, drop me a DM or I'll put your @name and I will follow you, mate. No problem.
Billy says you in that video that he's put out.
So all right, well, I'll see it after the show, Luke, and I'll give you a follow. Don't worry. Yeah. Also, John, give us a follow as well. Bazza is my only follower. Well, Peter's followed you now, and me and John will do that. John, you can do it after the show. You've got stuff to do on here. David said we played well last week. No, not having it.
Not really.
David Crone says literally just farted and followed through while laughing at the Judy crack. Oh my God! Please don't. Thomas says, Judy, are you Chipper's girlfriend? Chipper hasn't got a girl. Do you honestly think somebody would go out with Chippers? The man tries to chat up every woman on Twitter, for God's sake.
Oh, God.
And he said, I said, Judy, marry me. Oh, God almighty. David says, I love this show. Thank PD, Paul, you legends. Thank you. Andy says, even though that was enough. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
No.
That's shocking. Annie says, right night, guys. Bedtime for me. Extremely exhausted. See you tomorrow. See you later, Annie. I hope you come on the fan forum tomorrow night, matey. Take care of yourself. But Bristol City is still shit.
I'm surprised he's exhausted after watching them.
Yeah.
Billy says, John, can you give us a rendition of I Just Called to Say I Love You?
Oh, God.
Oh, good.
Go on, John. Go on, do it. With the head movements. Come on, get it done.
You want to do it?
Come on, John. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. This is me now. Ken, where do you get off asking a football question on a roast show? That's what it is, really. It should be called the Three Horsemen and a Roaster, shouldn't it, really? Luke says, cheers,
the roast of John.
Appreciated. Harry, you're shocking.
That's what Joelinton says every night.
Oh, my God, man. Warren says, brilliant show tonight, lads. Definitely the best one ever. Can't stop laughing. What a fucking belter. Keep up the good work and enjoy the rest of your week. All bunch of legends. Good crack. Thanks very much, Warren. Appreciate that, matey. Joe says, Joelinton found sitting on the dock side and crying. Allegedly, John left Joelinton as he was almost there. Oh, God. Kevin says 3 different Euro competitions, and to try and understand qualifying, it's bollocks. You got Champions League, Europa League, and also a third competition. Think it's conference. Well, there used to be 3, didn't there? There used to be the European Cup, the Cup Winners' Cup, and the UEFA Cup, and they were all good stuff. Back then it wasn't thought that everybody wanted to win a European Cup, and they were all highly thought of. So
yeah, but there was none of this. You get beaten in the Champions League at certain stage, you go down to the UEFA Cup, and then you compete in that league. Yeah, it was literally you were in that trophy, then you were out.
I think that's got to stay. I don't think that the club should be allowed to drop into another European competition. If they're in that one and they're knocked out, you're knocked out. Simple as that. Yep. You don't get knocked out the FA Cup and say, you can go into the FA Vase or something. You know what I mean?
That might help us.
Yeah, probably would actually. Steve says, I have joined a website where I pretend I am a horse and people brush me. I think I am being groomed. Oh God. The dad jokes are coming out now. We've got about 5-6 minutes left of the show, guys, so we'll get through all the comments before we go. Don't worry. Derek says John and Joelinton have launched homemade Brazilian garlic sauce. Bruce says it's yummy. Oh, dear me. Tom says, John, what's your favorite dance? What is your favorite dance if we were in a nightclub, and can you show us?
I won't show you, but I do like the disco dancing.
Yeah.
Then, if in the younger days, so for my single days, like so for you just last on the stance, sometimes they slow dance at the end of the show, and 90% of the time I get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
99% of the time it's the slut drop with Joelinton.
Yeah.
I can just imagine John doing the Macarena.
But when you get to that bit, is Joelinton's right in front of him on his knees.
I'm sorry, but every time John puts his face forward, he is Frank Bruno. I can't get. We've been on nearly 2 hours tonight. I still can't get over that. Honestly, unbelievable. Andy says, "Hi, Night Lads, Belton show again." Cheers, Andy. Owen said, "Heard Newcastle were trying to sign Ice Wallow come." Judy's back again. Is it true John went to Disneyland because he wanted to let a lad in his cave of wonders? We've seen that one. Layla says Nuno has to go. Layla's not happy with Nuno. Judy says, Andy, I can't marry you. I'm saving myself for Joelinton after he scores a hat-trick. Sadly, his form's so bad. It was last seen hiding with Madeleine McCann.
That's so wrong. God, what?
Judy.
That's terrible.
David says Judy is his wife. Kevin says correct Champions League should be champions, then Europa. Exactly. It is. It's unbelievable.
I can see John in that suit as well. I really could. John, you would pull that off.
He would. John, put that yellow suit on next week, will you?
Hey.
Truls said we tried to sign I Swallow Cum, but both bend over. Luke says won't be able to get on Fan Forum for a while because my rugby training started back up at the same time as it starts. We'll try to get back on as soon as I can. Absolutely miss it. Don't worry, you can watch the reruns, mate. But it's a shame you can't come on the show, but you can watch the reruns. Tom said John and Joelinton on the dance floor dancing twist again, like we did last summer. Derek says, guys, fantastic night. You're a legend. Thanks, Derek. I hope you enjoyed it. David says, thanks, Shaggers. Funniest podcast on the net. Trolls and Son and Judy cracked me up. Definitely. Billy said, Bruce said to the lads at halftime, you've got to dig in, but not you, Joelinton. You're digging in as bad as Fred West's. Oh, dear me. God.
Don't mention this thing, man.
Man. Layla said, I'm fucking fuming with Nuno. Losing 4-0. Losing to Wolves 4-0, well, to Burnley is disgusting. Andy says Gus Fring would never wear that T-shirt. Kevin says it fucking is Frank Bruno, for fuck's sake. Judy says, joking aside, how will the show formats change once we're allowed back into the stadium? Well, this will not be changing. The Four Horsemen will always be here. Most of the shows will all stay the same on this channel, apart from, obviously, I'll be doing more vlogs, hopefully, at the ground and getting, all these lads meeting up at the ground and that and doing interviews for each other's channels about the game and stuff I expect, and hopefully some other supporters. So there's not much will change, just vlogs will be added to the channel. So, but this show is going nowhere. This show has really taken off. It's going absolutely nowhere, Judy. So don't worry about that. The Four Horsemen will be here for as long as the guys want to stay on, and I don't think they'll be wanting to go anywhere in a hurry because it cheers them up on a Monday night as well. Thanks for backing us up with that, lads. Peter was the only one that backed me up there. Are you lads deciding to sod off somewhere? Are you?
No, I'm listening to your beautiful voice, Paul.
Well, thank you, Barry. I'm not that way inclined, but thank you. This is me. Says Bruce has all the technical variation of the lyrics of Around the World.
All around the world.
Judy thanks for the amazing show. Well, thanks, Judy, because you made me laugh quite badly tonight to the point where I almost split my shorts open. Mark says, best show, lads. Thomas says, thanks, lads. I'm off to the hospital. Good night. Tom says, who's going to win the Spanish league? Tom, we don't really care, if we're honest. I mean,
not really paid much attention to it, to be fair. No. But I thought Atletico Madrid had it in the bag a couple of months ago, and it's back on, isn't it?
I don't really follow it as much now. It's come off Sky because you've got to pay the extra for La Liga telly, and I'm paying a fortune already. Leicester are getting top 4. I'd agree with that. Trull says, great show as always.
1-2 on the night.
Yeah. Just going to finish these comments off. Smash the like button as hard as Joelinton's bell end bruised John's eyes. Dear me. Ashley uses the tears of the fans as lube when he has Bruce bent over. Judy says, just notice. Judy, I can't get my words out, man. Just notice the scribble on the wall behind Barry's hanging shirt, or is that Joe's pubes trapped in the glory hole? I see what you're talking about. Oh my god! Keith says, "Brilliant show, lads. See you next week." Forgot to mention it's A64. Kevin always gives us an update on the A64. Bless him. Thank you very much. Fantastic show again, lads. Thanks for Judy making me laugh. Leicester 7 points ahead of West Ham. Yeah, Leicester are going to get top 4. Blythe Butchers is doing a roaring trade because of the show. Well, tell them to get in touch. Yeah. Would you rather know when or how you will die? Absolutely not. And what kind of question is that? Luke says, hopefully I get to come to Newcastle to see my family in the summer. It would be great to see you all at the matches we're allowed in. It certainly will. Thomas says, get well soon, John. Tom says, Johnny, you're doing a Champions League watch along this week?
It's a possibilities, like, so I mean, I've got to do the Arsenal chat as well with a couple of their fans this week. Yeah. So good, Rich will be one of them, hopefully Melvin, hopefully Sophie, and there's one or two others come on the chat, talk about Arsenal as well. So if I can squeeze it in, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. Charles says, John, were you doing a rim job when your eyes went?
Yes, he was. The cum bubbles caused it.
Oh, Barry, will you stop with the bubbles, man? Seriously. Oh, God. Please stop. Please, with the bubbles. Judy says, mad love to you, lads, in the chat. Good. Won't be able to sleep tonight, bad laughing. John's top has just given my son an epileptic fit. Layla says, Judy is joining John and Joelinton in their honeymoon in Blythe. Kevin says, fucking marvellous, chaps. It's always a good Monday after a good result of the weekend. Beat said, can't stop laughing.
It's a good Monday regardless, even if we get beat.
Yeah, exactly. And we love you, Judy. So that's it for tonight. That's all the comments. Guys, thank you very much for all your comments in live tonight. It's been an absolute brilliant show. We have laughed. We've had great fun again. It's been absolutely fantastic. John, as usual, you look tired there, mate. Get yourself off for a nice sleep and hopefully
get well soon, mate.
Your eyes will be better in the morning. But seriously, do get well soon, mate, and I hope it doesn't get any worse. But just stop letting Joelinton spurt all over your eyes and you'll be fine, mate.
Avoid the bubbles.
Yes. Avoid. Now he's got bubbles on the brain. I think his wife's in for a good night tonight. Anyway, Guys, it's been a pleasure as usual. Peter, you got anything coming up on your channel this week?
I've just got the usual match preview, quick thoughts, player raids, and I think I'm peering in on an Arsenal fans channel for watch along.
Right, good stuff. Barry, what you got coming up, mate?
A few mental health show tomorrow, which is very important to me at the moment. I'm really enjoying doing them. It's a very hard story to listen to, but definitely worth tuning into. I'm on an Arsenal channel on Friday. I'm doing a breaking news tomorrow because I've got a bit of info that needs to be said. And I am doing the look ahead on Saturday night for Sunday's game.
Cushy. John, what you got coming up, bud?
I said I'm going to do a couple of with the Arsenal fans, hopefully Gunaric.
Stop saying coming up.
And I've got some TV Guna Sophie's going to come on, and as well. I've got to do the press conference reaction on Friday, but I haven't done that this week. I'll do it on Friday, and I'll do it along on Sunday.
How many more for 1,000, John?
Another 362.
Come on, guys. Smash it like Joe.
Get them up there. Get them there.
Yeah, guys. Seriously, do subscribe. If you've enjoyed this show tonight, please do hit the like button, because the like button does help this show grow. The more likes it gets, the more popular it gets in the search and things like that. More people will then watch. If you haven't already subscribed to the Toon Review channel, please do. I do notice that a lot of people that watch the show or watch various shows aren't subscribers or watch my videos. They come back all the time. So if you can, just hit the subscribe button, please. Help me grow this channel even bigger. And also, the guys, all their channels are listed down below in the description. So if you can go and subscribe to them, I say Peter does some great stuff on there. With his match previews and ripping up scripts and things like that, and tactics and all this kind of stuff.
I've not been doing that for a while because
but his vlogs will be coming back obviously when we get outside again, and obviously I'm going to go to a few non-league games with him as well, so that should be interesting.
Yes, more than welcome.
Yeah, and Barry's channel, obviously, he does the mental health one. Please try and tune into that. I appeared on it a couple of weeks ago. If you want to know my story, go and have a listen to it. It's a hard watch, explaining what I've been through, but you know what it is. That's what Barry's channel's all. That's what Barry's show's all about. Talking about it, getting out in the open, and obviously we're all there if anybody needs us. If anybody's not having a good time, we're all back each other up. We've seen it on Twitter a few times this week, and it's been fantastic. People are really helping each other out and getting them back to feeling a bit better, and giving the support, which is brilliant. And obviously John's channel with his live streams, he's got all sorts of fans on. He's done an Arsenal one, he did a Norwich one. He's got loads of stuff on his channel as well. So there's lots to watch on all four of our channels, guys. So please do go and subscribe. It'll mean the world to us. We do want to build our channels. We want to make them more popular. But obviously this show with the four of us, we're all very good mates on here, and we have a really good laugh, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So thank you very, very much for watching. Guys, have a good week. Stay safe out there, and that's it for another crazy week on the Four Horsemen. In the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. Take care. This is the Toon Review.